headed to Slide Rock State Park, which is located in Oak Creek Canyon in northern Arizona, 7 miles north of that hot spot of New Age mysticism, Sedona. Slide Rock is a natural water slide that is slipperier than grease-covered ice, and it gets that way from algae growing on the red stone. It's just one part of our trip to northern Arizona, where we'll also visit an old mining town that sits on the side of a mountain a mile above sea level. We'll take a safari ride through a wild animal park called Out of Africa and feed an ostrich, giraffe, camel, and prairie dogs. We'll see an old-timey jail and run away from its creepy caretaker and find several other interesting stops before we head home.
We're at Slide Rock. Did the worst one of my Here, I'm gonna go right there. I can remember coming here as a kid and probably a teenager, and when I would come, all of these rock ledges you can see all the way down are covered in people with their towels spread out, and it would be warm. It would be people coming up from Phoenix, Tucson to try and escape the heat. And today we're later in the afternoon. It's September on a Friday, so there's not so many people here. But it would be covered, like you could barely walk up to go to the water slide that's further up the canyon here. And we would sit here and watch people. We would also get in the water, but it is freezing cold. And my mom and dad would tell me when they would come, it would be the same way when they were teenagers. It would be covered with people, and their parents would be here. And my mom especially would tell me that Granny, who is my dad's mom, and her would come and watch. And people who were new to the area wouldn't realize that even though this area is dry, if their feet are wet, it is slick. You can see these kids playing. If you're not careful, you really will just slide. Their feet would slide out from underneath you and fall down. So that's my story here. We're going to go exploring a little bit further and try out this wet water playground. But we're talking 60 years of McBees have come to this location.
Absolutely gorgeous out here. Very cool. Monica's gone on ahead, and I'm just waiting for her to get down there. I'm going to videotape her getting into the water. Head on down.
Okay, the guy behind me, a really tall guy over there, was playing in the water with his kids, and I mean, the water was 4 inches tops deep, and he took a step, bam!
Wow.
Right on his ass.
Gotta be careful.
I'm going down Slide Rock.
All right.
Here we go.
Good luck. The sun is going down behind the canyon rim, which makes entering the rushing water even more exhilarating. It's cold, ice cold. Thank goodness I've watched plenty of documentaries on penguins and seals. That's where we got this beaching maneuver. Without it, we'd be stuck in the water, unable to climb out for all the super slick surfaces.
My family, we would play in the water. We'd go down here. It's freezing cold, so you can only stay for a little while, and do hiking and have a picnic back in that area over there.
Don't 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 don't.
The park is about to close, which cuts our in-water time regrettably short. I just love this place, and we'll have to come back when we can spend more time riding the chute.
And he made it out alive.
Alright, we already did a bunch of sliding. I did 3, I think Monica did 3 also. And now we are going through this wooded area right by the river, the creek. Oh, squirrel, or as Monica said earlier, a baby skunk.
Anyway, we're going to do our best to do a little hiking. It's a little quieter up here. Here we go.
He needs to learn to talk into the camera and not to me.
I like you better.
Thank you. Next time on Road Trip Junkies.